From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. Drive begins with a run by Williams. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. It was A.J. Epinesa who brought him down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Atwell. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's another Rams first down.
They'll go with Williams. Finding room to the 20. And he won't quite make it to the pylon. He's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. That his first touchdown of the new year. There you see Sean McVay, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Rams. His team heading back onto the field. Greg, you take a peek back and look at the NFC West in totality. You just are reminded of how quick things change. I don't think anybody in the country thought the 49ers would be the last place team in this division last year. Shows you, one, how changeable it is, but also the quality of teams in this division.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they were the Super Bowl favorite, at least out of the NFC a year ago, and then to find themselves 6 and 11 at the bottom, looking up, pretty remarkable. But to your point, it just shows health, a little bit of good fortune. The other teams in your division, if they're a little weaker, your path is stronger. There's so many elements. The way the NFL schedule is set up, it's all tight. If you're good, they're trying to bring you back down towards the middle. If you're bad, they're trying to bring you up towards the middle. It's a league of parity. It's a league of ups and downs. And the teams that can break through that and sustain success, we got to give them a lot of credit.
And what I love about this division, Greg, is the different philosophical challenges that defenses see. We know Kyle Shanahan does with the Niners. The Rams and Sean McVay always at the top end of the game. And then the unpredictability of Kyler Murray plus the physicality that Seattle has played with. You've got to have a lot of clubs in your bag to play defense in the NFC West.
Oh, absolutely. And just think even a couple years ago, it was even harder. Those teams were all competing for Super Bowls year in and year out. So it's a really good division. You have to be able to play really top-tier defense, to your point, because all 6 of those games, you play all 3 of those division rivals, it feels different, it looks different, and if you're not good, they're going to score 30 on you. So it's a big challenge. It's not a division for the weak of heart, and it's going to be fun to follow on and see who comes out on top.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Los Angeles.
Now it's Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
To throw. That's called in on the left by Nakua. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
He'll look to throw. This one complete to Atwell. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal. He'll step up and run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now faking the give to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that.
The Rams offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Woods.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
Rams offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the Passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7 in all outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags. They'll also play in London week 6 and 7. Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football.
And from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday, very soon, where every team plays one game. And he will get into the end zone. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Rams. The Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
You know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes #1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, I think you look at Ashton Jenkins. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back, under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, a Heisman winner, Colorado, great play, both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
That's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day 1.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Woods.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center,
the Rams offense headed back to take over once more. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. And you play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out. Were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. It's another run here for Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll go again here with Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. From the 41, here's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
He takes off. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes third down. Now they'll set up to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And the Rams are looking at a first and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
Williams. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. They'll run the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided.
And he's into the end zone. That might be. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Lots of big people. Jumbo set in the game as they go for it on fourth and goal. They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That Rams offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And with the defense out of timeouts, they cannot stop the clock. Just a couple of kneel downs should do it.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11.